Alright, in this lesson we're going to go over how to do analog sensors to turn a flashlight on and a flashlight off. So the key thing to remember is an analog sensor is a variable sensor, meaning that it's not just 1 or 0, it's any imagination of those items. So it could be 1.5 or however it's set up. Ours is going to be set up somewhere between 0 and about 1,000, okay? So we're going to use that concept of 0 between 1,000 to talk about what exactly is going on here. Alright, so obviously if it's dark outside, you're going to want a flashlight on or the light on in the house, okay? So we're going to have a sensor, an analog sensor that's going to say, remember, if it's below, we're going to say if the light source, the darkness is below 500 is going to be our number, okay? So 500. So if it's below that, or above that, I mean, so if our input, or our value, we'll call it value, is greater than 500, our flashlight will be on, okay? So, therefore, if our variable is, once again, we're going to do 500, is less than or maybe equal to, okay, you really don't need to, but it would be nice to have, variable, then the flashlight will be off, okay? So I'm going to talk to you right now about how to do that, okay? So we're going to go into our, discard this, we're going to go into our new file here, we're going to go back up to our motor sensor setup, and we're going to put in a digital sensor. We're going to put an LED. Alright. And our analog sensor, we're going to put a light sensor, okay? We'll call it sensor light. I like light sensor better. Light sensor. I don't know why. And I'm going to go back over here and I'm going to turn my, I'm going to call it flashlight. Alright. So push OK. Notice the code is automatically generated, okay? Once again, we're going to set this in a while loop where it's true. Okay, you can put that. The motor will it'll understand that. Remember, open the brackets, then we'll go below this, and we're going to close the brackets. And then we're going to say this is an if-else code. So if, and we're going to go over here. I'm going to change my window here to natural language. And we're going to go to sensor, sensor variable, sensor value, okay, and we're going to say light sensor, sensor, and we're going to say is it equal to, we're going to put the condition in parentheses, we're going to say, actually we're going to say if it's greater than 500, then, remember, open the bracket, we're going to turn flashlight on. And we're going to turn it on just full blast, so 127. Actually, okay, we're actually not going to use the flashlight. We're actually going to go over here because we just don't have flashlights. We're going to go turn LED on, and that's going to be, and we're going to call it flashlight. Now here's a little trick here. So first of all, I spelled flashlight wrong. L-I-G-H. So you can just fix it right there. But you can also do Control C, and then you can highlight the word here, digital port, and you can do Control V, and it will paste it right in there for you, okay? And you're gonna wait 1 second, okay? Just make it wait a second for fun. Alright, now we can close that up, okay? And we can say else, okay? Else And since they're doing out loop, it's just going to cover everything else. So anything that 500 or anything 500 or below now, it's going to turn LED off. And once again, since we already copied that, just come up here and go with Control V. Okay. Now I don't have my Vex Cortex with me right now, so I can't do the robot, but it's up here. And so after you go, you compile the program, yada yada yada, you save it as analog stuff, or analog switch code. Okay. I can't download it to robot, my robot C, so it's a seminal variable. For some reason it automatically, it wants this as a sensor, so go back up here, do that, compile it. It'll work great. It says okay, everything's all great. I can't go up and debug it, but just so you know, when you get to that part, this debugger window here will help you so you know what the sensor value is. Okay, and that's about all I got. So once again, using analog switches, you're going to set up a code like this. You're simply only going to need two things in there. You're going to need a light sensor and an analog input, and you're going to need a flashlight or a LED. Okay. We set that up there. I actually would go back up here and I changed that to an LED. Oh, it is an LED. So it affects LED. That'll work perfectly. So it's truly not a flashlight, it's an LED, but we're still doing the same thing. That being said, this flashlight, you can't variable it, right? So it's only going to be either on or it's going to be off, 1 or 0. Okay? If you have any questions, let me know, but that should get you through. Okay, many of you are running the problems with closing and opening brackets. Make sure that happens. All right, otherwise drag, drop, copy, paste, you should be good to go. All right.